Okay, New York and Asia session done. Took one trade on EURCAD last night. Break-even trade, so I'll just go over this real quick. Higher time frame breakout levels, monthly, daily, weekly, are all bearish. Last week closed as a bullish breakout week. Overall bullish above this breakout level and overall bearish below. We faked out the previous week high this week, so this is a breakout reversal on the weekly. Coming below this breakout high is a false breakout that turns this into a possible swing point. We flipped that breakout high and trading below it. Always want to trade away from that peak formation, and then we broke out below the previous week low. This turns the weekly into a trend reversal cycle. This locks in that swing point, and so I'm basically looking for a high of the day continuation down to go along with this higher time frame trend. So yesterday, what I saw, bearish breakout day. I'm looking for sells below the daily breakout level. Last H8 closed as a bullish breakout bar. I always love when I see that because it pushes that H8 breakout level up. So when the previous peak gets faked out, that's the first sign of a reversal, but it's not confirmed until it gets below that breakout level. The H8 closing in breakout, that pushes that breakout level up, and so this allows me to take a tight entry if the market wants to reverse direction. So I entered as price got below the H8 breakout level. I have two time frame alignment, daily and the H8 are both aligned, and I also have M15 and H1 aligned for my entry. Targeted the previous day low. The reason why I targeted previous day low is because we just locked in that swing point on the weekly. I would expect at least one more bar to the downside on the weekly, and so if the week wants to do that, it definitely has to get past that previous low of the week. So that's why I targeted previous day low, but in the end did not matter because price got stuck at the daily open. There was news at I think it was 2 a.m. over here. It's a big news event, but did not do much to the market. Definitely don't like to hold through that event, so I definitely ended up exiting before I went to bed. So I ended up taking a bit of profit, but basically break even on EURCAD. So that was my only trade in New York. I think there were lots of breakout trades. I generally don't like to trade breakouts. Wanted to get in on the indices, add more positions. I'm still in on NAS. Took one over here on NAS. I think it was this one, and took 7R over here. So I had a really tight position over here, 7R on this move. And then I'm still holding on to this. So this is a massive move for me and still going on. I'm going to be trailing this move. I wanted to add in yesterday, but I did not have any position here. And then I wanted to get in on US 30, but US 30 did not do anything. US 30, I think, was the only one that pulled back. So I was trying to get in on a low here, but I was stuck in a range and it just kept ranging. So did not have any confidence in taking this. So did not add in on the indices. And that's it. I did not see anything else. I don't think I saw anything else that I really liked. So EURCAD was the only one. And that was it for US session. Today's Asia session, I took one on CADJ. CADJ, hard time frame breakout levels are all bullish. Daily, weekly, monthly breakout levels are bullish. Peak bias are both bearish. So peak bias is telling me what the market is currently doing. So currently it's faked out the highs. And so I'm expecting a push to the downside. Last week closed as a bearish fake out week. So I'm bearish below this fake out level, bullish above. And then what I liked about today is a bearish fake out day. Fake out levels right here. And so we're coming down from this weekly move. I don't want to reverse a weekly move unless I get a fake out of the daily. So whenever I'm looking at weekly moves, right now, weekly is pushing down, right? The peak bias is a bearish. So on the weekly move, the daily is the time frame that's telling me where momentum is taking the market. So someone asked me, how did I structure these? The way that I think about it is, if the market breaks out of the weekly, what time frame do you think is strong enough to reverse that direction? If we're breaking out of the previous week high and you get a 1 minute bearish breakout bar, is that strong enough to reverse that that weekly move? I don't think so, right? And then I just go up to each time frame. Which time frame is it that I think is strong enough for me to reverse a weekly move? And it comes down to H8 or the daily. If I get a bearish H8 bar, I start to think, okay, maybe this can possibly reverse a weekly move, but not so sure. But when the daily gets a breakout bar, there's only 5 daily bars in a week, right? So if I get a bearish breakout bar on the daily, um, this tells me, okay, I'm definitely going to take a reversal on this. And so that's how I structure all this. So on the daily, if I get an H8 bar, this tells me, okay, it's time to reverse. On the weekly, the daily tells me to reverse. There's 5 bars in a weekly, 4 weeks in 1 month. And so this is how I structure all of this. So I was waiting, since higher time frames were all bullish, I was actually waiting for a fake out of the previous day low to take it up. So that would be a breakout continuation when you're above the breakout high on the daily. Here's the breakout level, and then we faking out the previous day low above that above the breakout high. That's a breakout continuation. Right here, we're at a breakout high, and if you fake out the previous low above that, that's a breakout continuation. That tells me that the peak is not locked in. So this is the move that I was looking for, but I was aware that I did not want to trade right into the H8 breakout level. But if I was able to get a tight entry, at least 1 hour away from this one, I could definitely take that. But my entry rules, I need the last M15 bearish breakout bar. Let me remove all that. I always need the last M15 bearish breakout bar to be taken out. And so this bearish breakout bar tells me when the M15 has reverse bias, and it never got above that breakout level. So I stayed out of this the whole time. And then after that, I saw a M15 breakout bar to the downside. So in this case, when you have the breakout high, and then you fake out the previous high at the top over here. This is a breakout reversal on the daily, and then you get below the previous low above that breakout level. This tells me that we're in a counter trend breakout cycle on the daily. Broke out of the previous high, faked out the previous high at the top here. That's a breakout reversal, and then over here when it triggers that previous low, initially I was looking for a fake out of the low to take it back up, but in this case it broke out below. And so now I'm trading counter trend breakout. So counter trend breakouts almost always go right back to that breakout level. And so this is a move that I'm looking to take. Breakout trades are always risky. Most breakouts fail. So whenever I take breakouts, it's a 1 bar stop. And this was the move that I'm going for, right down to that breakout level. And let's see if this wants to continue on down. Don't see, actually there's a breakout level here, daily breakout level. And this is where it's getting stuck. Yeah, I'm just going to hold it. Actually, let me see this. 2R. Actually, I'm gonna take partials on this one, and then I'll hold it. Give me a second. Okay, I just took partials on this move right here. So I took about 1.5 R on this one. Reason why I took partials, did not get to that breakout level. This is where I'm looking for, but it did get stuck at the previous breakout level. So I'm always trading taking my trades from breakout level to breakout level. And once it got stuck there and I see this M15 fake out bar about to happen, usually I'll wait until the M15 closes, but I'm in the middle of a video here, so I'd rather just take it right now and not have to think about it. So took my partials there, but I'm looking for a move down to this breakout level. And so that's it. So I guess this trade is done. Counter trend breakout right down to that breakout level. Didn't get to that one, but it did get to the previous one, which is right over here. This is a breakout bar, close above the high, and so it got stuck over there. And so the way that I think about it is that when you flip that swing point and you're coming down from a swing point, it has to. If I caught the swing point, it definitely will have to get through all these breakout levels before, if it wants to continue on down. So I'm always going from the peaks, going and targeting these swing points on the way down. Did not see this initial one. I generally don't scroll back a lot like that. I'm always looking at the current levels, but in this case, if I do see it, then I won't ignore that. And so that's that. And then the other trade I took was on Aussie NZD. Aussie NZD, hard time frame breakout levels, all bullish. Peak bias are bearish currently, so very similar to CADJ. What I liked about this one is we're in a tight range. Not a tight range, a range on the daily. There's an inside bar, and that creates a range on the daily. And then today Here's the first time that it got up and then faked out that top. So this is the best possible place to take this trade. This is a yearly previous year high. I generally don't trade yearly levels, but my setups, they're fractal. Market is fractal, and they work on every single time frame from the 1 minute all the way to monthly or any time frame at all. This is how the market moves. And so right now we're on yearly levels here, and these solid lines here are the fake outs of monthly. I don't think I have it on my chart here. Well, so these are the structures. I don't have yearly here, but on yearly setups, I would probably wait for monthly to tell me where momentum is taking the market. So we faked out the previous year high, came down, faked out the low over here. That's a retracement back up, and then faking out the high at that fake out level to me is a fake out continuation, or it could possibly be a fake out setup. Fake out or fake out continuation, they're both very similar. And so I'm looking to take this one down. We're broken out of the previous week high, so weekly traders are in breakout. I don't want to reverse a weekly move unless I get a daily fake out, and so we do got that daily fake out today, and so this is why I was interested to attempt this move. This is a counter trend trade move. I don't usually counter trend trade in Asia, but this was the only one that I kind of saw, and I did kind of like the structure, and I'm just a little curious to see if my setup will work on these yearly levels as well. Bullish breakout day. Again, I love when I see those bullish breakout days because it pushes that breakout level up. And so when it fakes out the peak, that breakout level is nearby. But in this case, H8 closed in bullish breakout, and so this was even better. It brought that breakout level up, and so when it faked out the previous peak and then got below, this is when I was interested to enter. On the H1, I saw this fake out right at the previous day high, so I did want to enter as soon as I got a closure below this H8 breakout level, and I entered as price got below the H1 lows. So entered on this candle. In hindsight, this is not the best candle to take because this was 15 minutes before the new hour, so it's not the best one, but did want to keep my stops at the high of the day and hold it down for as long as I can hold it. If this market wants to turn, I'm at the best possible point to take a trade like this. But if it doesn't, it's just 1 hour loss, and that's okay. Don't have 2 time frame alignment on this one, so maybe this is not the best trade to be analyzing, to be taking. But I think it's still a valid idea. I've faked out that range, so this is more of a range trade than the trend trades that I'm usually taking. And that's it. So in like this at the top, went down. It got stuck at that breakout level. So like I say, price usually gets stuck at these breakout levels, and the safer entry would have been after the breakout level gets taken out. But I did want to keep my stop at the high of the day, and I'll be targeting the next breakout levels on the way down. So the next daily breakout level is all the way here, which happens to also be the weekly breakout level. So this is going to be my second target. My first target is going to see how price behaves at that previous day low if it wants to get there. So 2R if it wants to get there, and then about 3.5R on the next one. And let's just see how this works out. Actually, I should probably see how it goes at the previous week high as well. And so that's it. EURCAD in New York, break even on EURCAD, took CADJ right down to that breakout level, took partials at 1.5R, and seeing if this wants to continue on down. It looks like it's another yearly move, breakout, faking out the previous month high. So yeah, this could also be a fake out continuation on the yearly. And yeah, that's fake out continuations. I'm looking to trade all the way down here, but I don't have enough data to believe that this might work out. But it would be incredible if it actually does, if it completely just collapses all the way down. Otherwise, I'm just going to be trailing this move. And yeah, so that's it. Kind of stuck on this one. Let's see where it goes. If it gets above this H8 breakout level, it tells me that I'm wrong, and I'm going to exit my trade. Because right now I'm in mixed bias. In a lot of my previous videos, whenever I see mixed bias, I always point out that price gets stuck like this, and that's why I always wait for 2 time frame alignment to take my trades. But in this case, I just want to get in at the high of the day and I'm okay holding on to this, and I'm just going to walk away from the charts, and that's it. So that's all, and I'll be back for. I don't know if I'm going to be trading London, but whenever I make a video, you'll know I've traded that session, and that's it.